as they stand up exchanges. Nice right hand there by the super couple from Moldova.
Another nice right.
Librock answered with another right. You know, when a fighter gets CKO, sometimes they're hesitant.
Marina knocked down. Now he's immediately going for a hold lock. He's getting hard. Hit here by Amber Librock. The guy is seen enough. And it's done. Amber Librock victorious.
37 seconds round number 1. Referee Steve Moffat and the odds of this bout 41
All that you saw in her game. Take a look at her handiwork up here on the screen. 2 huge overhand rights. She's searching for a leg lock, but you just continue to ground and pound. Talk us through what happened.
I got the best boxing coach in the world. Kettle boxing.
Ticking down in favor of DeSantos. Oh, another shot. Just under 10 seconds, another shot. And she's tagged down. Of course, you want a takedown from DeSantos. Of course, he's still not out. Includes to this championship tonight. In this atomweight bout, first of a few of those tonight, as that contact sent for Hernandez into a keeled over position.
Definitely not a pleasant experience. Can
Speak from experience.
yeah, training room, 100%, yes.
We'll take another look at that one. You can see, oh man, brutal.
An attempted inside leg kick from the left leg of Hernandez. Hits right up the middle on Hernandez. There's an audible thwack.
Here where it hurts.
Oh my gosh, that is horrific.
And anyone that can match that technique to get ready. And there's a beautiful throw down there by Kayla Harrison. Nice right hand as she enters the guard here of King.
And one of the things I really admire about Harrison's game is the way she is with a massive breathancy there from top position.
Blood. Cut open here is Courtney King.
That's a big cut. See Courtney King scrambling to break the posture and also track the arm. That's going to be hard to do when somebody has their hips pushed into you like that. She's trying to pull her head down. Now she's digging for that.
The blood gushing here.
Got distracted.
Hard right elbow again by Kayla Harrison. King in some serious trouble.
Kayla just so vicious in this top position. She does such a good job of following.
An eternity here for Courtney King to survive. Marcelo Silva taking a look at that cut. Coming alive with right hands is Kayla Harrison.
It's just when you can generate that kind of ground and pound, it's having such an innate sense of yourself, and so she's able to keep her elbows locked together. It was like a rear naked choke on her own arm. But
the stoppage may not be coming here, guys. That was a statement.
I agree with you. I think not just moving forward there, but lovely.
Right, and this Punisher with some strikes here. Flattened out now is Courtney King, and that cut is wide open again.
It is, and I think with King, it's more about she just wants to stay in motion at some point, and staying in motion might slow down some of the ground and pound, slow down some of the damage. I don't think offering up her arm would keep Harrison from.
You mentioned close to giving up her back. I mean, now crucifix position here by Kayla Harrison. Can she put on the finishing touches? A touch over 10 seconds.
Oh, wow.
It is done. Kayla Harrison has arrived.
She has a knee in on the left side. Doesn't look like she has a hook on the right.
Tough spot for Yoko Higashi early on in the fight.
She got both hooks in now. This is great positioning for Taylor. She's on her knee. She's on her chin. And that's it.
Nicely done by the Brazilian. Murata having none of it though. Drags her back to the ground.
Now she's on Bitterstein's back, and
Murata isolating that arm, rear naked choke upcoming. It's on the chin. been able to survive for a little while, but that is
It's under now.
That is definitely.
And it's done. Kanako Murata.
A lot of beautiful.
Machado. Big shots there from the Brazilian.
McCormick's in trouble right now.
And McCormick's in full.
Almost 20 minutes into this fight.
And that's one of the beautiful takedown. Relentless on her shorts, relentless in her spirit is Danny McCormick. And I will
Out now. If she's able to step over, she's going to be in a much safer position.
Gets a right hand and another right hand.
Aaron go broad. Amazing.
McCormick raining down blows.
When you talk about the most watched female MMA highlights ever, you're talking about a different kind of magic in the world of combat sports. This isn't just a collection of knockouts and slick submissions. It's a celebration of history, virality, and the incredible moments that captivated millions of viewers around the globe. These aren't just fights. They're moments that live beyond the cage, exploded on social media, got shared in group chats, turned fighters into legends, and made fans out of people who'd never watched MMA before. These are the clips that sparked reactions, that made people pause and say, whoa, whether they were hardcore fight fans or complete newcomers. It all starts with a viral factor. And no one does that quite like the women in MMA. Take, for example, the iconic head kick knockout from Valentina Shevchenko. It wasn't just a technique that made that highlight explode online. It was a sheer timing and precision. Millions of viewers watched the clip in slow motion, appreciating the moment her foot landed flush on her opponent's head, with that cinematic delay before the fall. It's moments like that which make you hold your breath even on the fifth replay. And then there are the raw power shots, the one-punch finishes where the crowd goes silent for a split second just before roaring into chaos. One perfect punch, one dramatic fall, and the internet goes wild. Then there are the wild comebacks, the type of fights that shift gears in an instant and leave everyone watching stunned. Think about a fighter getting dominated for 2 rounds, bloodied, breathing heavy, looking like it's all over, and then suddenly throwing a perfect spinning back fist that turns a tide completely. That's the kind of reversal that doesn't just win a fight. It creates a story. That's when the views start pouring in. People share with captions like, "She was done until this happened," or "Best comeback ever?" You don't need context when the moment is that good. The highlight tells its own story. One of the most replayed clips in the female MMA world comes from a face-off that exploded into an all-out war in under 30 seconds. 2 fighters known for their aggression ran straight at each other at the sound of the bell, trading bombs in the center. There was no feeling out process, just pure chaos, grit, and heart. A flying knee landed clean, a right hook counter, a sudden takedown, ground and pound chaos. The ref dives in. The crowd is already on their feet. That clip, maybe 35 seconds long, got millions of views within hours. That's the kind of content people can't look away from. Fast, explosive, emotional. Submissions, too, get their shine in this video. The internet loves a twist, especially a literal one. An armbar pull from an impossible angle. A triangle choke cinch with such perfect technique that even jiu-jitsu purists were resharing it. There's a moment here from a female strawweight bout where the smaller, seemingly outmatched fighter pulls guard and slaps on a flying armbar in a blink. The crowd barely had time to register what happened. You watch it once, and you have to go back. How did she get locked in that fast? How did she know it would work? These aren't just finishes, they're instant classic moments. There's something deeply personal about these highlights, too. You can see it in the fighters' reactions. The tears, the screams, the pure emotional release after months of brutal training camps and weight cuts. There's a moment in this video where a fighter collapses to her knees after a hard-fought decision win, clutching her hands together and looking up like she can't believe it's real. That clip alone racked up millions of views, not because it was flashy, but because it was real. Viewers could feel the weight of it, all the sacrifice, all the pressure. It wasn't just a win, it was a breakthrough. And then there are the moments where personalities shine through. The weigh-in stare down that went viral because of wild energy or unexpected reactions. The post-fight interviews that had fans cheering or laughing. One fighter in this highlight reel gave an iconic shout-out to her grandma on live TV right after scoring a knockout. Another gave an emotional speech in her native language, causing an entire nation to swell with pride. These aren't just fights, they're cultural moments. They matter because they go beyond the cage. Some of the most watched highlights come from underdog stories. The fighter no one expected to win, walking out to the cage with quiet intensity, going up against a heavy favorite. The early rounds are tense. You can feel the crowd leaning toward the expected narrative. But then something changes. The underdog starts landing clean shots. She starts stuffing takedowns. Then, out of nowhere, she lands a head kick that folds her opponent. That clip got shared not because she was the best on paper, but because everyone loves to see the unexpected happen live. It's why sports exist. That moment, captured in 15 seconds, told an entire underdog story better than words ever could. You also get the global flavor of MMA in this compilation. Fighters from Brazil, Japan, Russia, the US, the UK, Nigeria, and everywhere in between, each bringing their own style, their own swagger, and their own fan base. Some of these highlights blew up because local communities took pride in their fighter, pushing clips on social media and building a wave of support. Others exploded because of pure wow factor, a spinning wheel kick or brutal slam that doesn't need translation. This is a global sport, and these clips traveled around the world in minutes. Many of these viral moments also showcase the evolution of women's MMA. A decade ago, the landscape looked very different. Women had to fight tooth and nail just to get on the main card. Now, these are the main events. The most watched highlights are from championship fights, primetime slots, pay-per-view knockouts. Fighters like Amanda Nunes, Chris Cyborg, Rose Namajunas, Weili Zhang, they redefined what was possible and made history doing it. Their moments became part of MMA history and online history simultaneously. When Rose KO'd Joanna Jedrzejczyk with that stunning left hook and became the strawweight queen, millions watched not just a fight, but the disbelief in the crowd, the stunned silence, and then the eruption of joy. It was cinematic.
Beautiful right hand and left hook, down he goes! Wow. And Saeed Kabil, it's zero chill. He just comes out and took him complete out.
That was a heavy knockout there. The uppercut first, I think, was it.
After
funny look. There's a spinning back elbow. That backed him.
Пытается прибрать инициативу к своим рукам. Пока. Удар. Ой, какое попадание! Вау!
Replay. Yeah, right. Judge behind it here. The left was dancing off the forehead. Sanchez found the count. Left, right. The right one put it down. 1, 2, 3.
เรียนท่านผู้ชมนะครับมาครับเลือดโป่งลงมาเอาจนได้สอบเป็นวิญญาณเข้ามาแบบนี้ก็เสร็จสิครับเสร็จเดี๋ยวเอาคืนนี่ครับดูก่อนแล้วฟังครับทางฝ่ายแบบนี้ครับคือเข้ามาครับ
With the shit that is, I'm not sure I want it on offense.
With a big elbow. Left knee. Right elbow. Bang. Just over the glove this time. He already learned from a few moments ago.
And who could forget the brawls that went beyond technique and just became pure heart versus heart? Highlights from those fights often show both fighters bruised and exhausted, standing toe-to-toe and swinging with nothing left in the tank. It's not always about the cleanest technique. Sometimes it's the grit that grabs viewers, that moment where both fighters dig deep and the winner is decided by willpower alone. Those are the fights people come back to again and again, the ones that make fans for life. You'll also see the rise of new stars in this highlight reel, the next generation. Young, hungry fighters making their debut or getting their first major finish. One viral clip features a newcomer landing a spinning back kick that had the entire arena buzzing. Another shows a rookie fighter submitting a veteran in under a minute. These clips mark the passing of the torch. They get shared by teammates, picked up by MMA accounts, then explode into mainstream attention. Before you know it, that rookie becomes a name everyone's watching. That's how stardom begins, with one perfect moment. Every clip in this compilation has something that makes it unforgettable, whether it's technique, emotion, timing, or just the right mix of chaos. But what really ties them together is how they captured attention. These are the moments that made people pause their scroll, that got added to must-watch playlists, that flooded comment sections with reactions like, "I remember watching this live," or "Still gives me chills." Some of them even started trends, with fans trying to imitate the moves in gyms or reacting on YouTube. The reach is bigger than MMA. It's pop culture. Even casual viewers who don't follow the sport might recognize some of these highlights. That's when you know a clip went truly viral, when it breaks the MMA bubble and ends up on mainstream sports pages, news broadcasts, or TikTok reactions. That's what makes them the most watched female MMA highlights ever. They didn't just stay in the world of fighters and fans. They cross into the wider world, carried by the pure energy of the moment. The fighters behind these moments have become more than athletes. They're icons, legends, role models. Some have inspired a new generation of girls to step into gyms, put on gloves, and believe they could do it too. Others have become stars beyond the cage, launching brands, signing deals, doing commentary. But it all started with that one perfect clip, that one moment that went everywhere. It's amazing what a single highlight can do. And that's what makes this video so special. You're not just watching fights. You're watching the heartbeat of the sport, the exact moments when everything aligned and something unforgettable happened. These highlights are more than entertainment. They're history, they're culture, they're proof that women in MMA aren't just part of the story. They are the story. And these are the clips that proved it to the world. So whether you're reliving your favorite viral moment, discovering a highlight for the first time, or just here for the chaos, one thing for sure, this is the best of the best. These are the most watched female MMA highlights ever. And once you see them, you'll know exactly why.
Oh my goodness! What a shot!
Judge kickboxing. Kickboxing. Switch bases. Beautiful knockout. Highlights. Punch and that right cross. Just and
Right on the button. Big left, good right. Big heavy hands. Oh, big left. Can't hit it. Hit the move, not try and chase the action too much. Huge jumping back in.